We welcome you to Los Angeles. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps... First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Roki Sasaki.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Line drive and foul ball. Sliced hard but foul.
Sit him down.
Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
1 out, bases empty. Next pitch, not close, up high. One down, bases empty. And a foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 2.
So man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Reynolds off of first with 2 away.
Ball 1.
This one in the dirt. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here with my pal Singy. And pitching in this game, Jared Jones. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Mookie Betts.
He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And even if it doesn't sound like it, think about the pace over the course of a full season. That's over 80 home runs. Well, they're going to have a hard time getting him out in this one because he is dialed in.
Jackie Robinson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And they'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now here is Babe Ruth. 2 out, space is empty. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-1. Ruth matched a homer in his last game. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Dodgers down in order. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. Sasaki back to work. Horwitz measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a ground ball to first. Freeman takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Sasaki, he isn't really known as the starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Popped up right side. Jackie moves under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Andy Rodriguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Two outs. There's a strike.
2-2.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second, he's got a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Man on second, 2 down. And that one is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one ripped. Betts is on the move. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Palacios. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Sawinski stands at second with 2 gone. Down the left field line, should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The throw into second. It's an RBI double, and it's 2-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First pitch, and he just misses. Just missed.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. In the dirt, but kept close. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
He goes down looking. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Pirates 2. Bottom half of inning number 2. It's Aaron Judge now. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Judge with 4 runs batted in his last game. That misses. And the count 1-2.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
Connor Falefa throws the first in time. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here's Mookie Betts now. Good power, not great in the OBP department. To third. Hayes to first.
He's out.
And Betts is gone.
Batting six, the shortstop, number 6.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Hesung Kim.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
To the right side, Gonzalez tosses to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Ground ball up the middle. Robinson handles, throws to first, and one away in the top of the third.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Tommy Pham. Struck out swinging his first time. There's the strike up high. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
2 down, bases empty. Ryan Reynolds, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Chopper to second. Robinson throws to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh as they're unable to add to their 2-0. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And misses inside. Just off the inside edge.
Boom, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Two. Now one missed. Swing and a ground ball. Finds its way through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Max Muncy. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Freeman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. The batter now will be Will Smith.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the dirt, blocked.
No ball. 2 strikes. Let's go, Will.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Up and in, and it's 1-2.
1 ball.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Way inside, gets away. Smith into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Fastball is outside. Next offering misses. 3-2 now. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Throws to first in time, and they get Ohtani for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there.
Down
Nice
back.
job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Jackie Robinson now at the plate. Struck out looking his first time. That clips the corner.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball. 1 strike.
2 outs with a runner at third. And fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Next one is off the plate. And now 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
This one in the air. Horwitz in position. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. On the show, And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Spencer Horwitz. First offering, and it just misses. To the right side. He steps on the bag, and a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Nick Gonzalez getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Fastball for a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Endy Rodriguez, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's in there, and that is strike one. And the slider just misses.
1-1.
Gonzalez, the runner at second with one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
You want to see a guy, he's working hard to try to fix it, but just not able to stay tall or either lay off the pitch. Either stay tall on the backside so that you can get on plane, or just lay off of it up there, which is hard for him to do right now.
And now, Jack Sawinski. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Next offering upstairs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. In the dirt. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
Just missed. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. fires that one deep left field, and forget it. It's his 8th home run of the year, and we are starting over. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Mookie Betts. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a ball. In the air, center field. Sawinski has a beat on it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Hesung Kim will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Sawinski makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sasaki back to work. On the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Palacios in his 2nd season, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
1 strike.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Betts makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
The third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
So digging in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ball 1, no strikes. And a foul ball. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 0 for 2 in this one. He swings and fouls one off. That's hard hit on the line. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, designated hitter, Tommy.
Next is the Pirates DH, Tommy Pham, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one not close. 1-0. Connor Falefa leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's down and in.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2 outs. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Ryan Reynolds here. One for 2, and the Dodgers will go. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Around third. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Spencer Horwitz digs in now. He's grounded out a couple of times. Misses outside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. This one popped up. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Fought off foul. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
That one pulled foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Smith stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Check swing, but he went too far. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Squeezes it, and that is that. Back here in LA, and stepping in is the speedy check swing, called strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Next pitch misses way outside. That's to third. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The catcher, number 5, Andy Rodriguez.
Stepping in, Andy Rodriguez. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Robinson makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 outs, base is empty. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Ball, no.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Just off the outside edge. Now 2-2. Out to short, Kim. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bucks go down quietly, but they still lead at 3-2. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Machinsky also getting ready. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. The 0-2. And that one missing low.
1-2. 2-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Not in time. The tying run is on to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jared Jones done for the night, and he was a tough nut to crack.
Now pitching for
Now on the bump, Carmen Michinski.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Move to first. Ohtani back in. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Dodgers bring in a pinch runner, James Outman. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, down to third, goes the tying run.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Now it's the power speed combo. Babe Ruth. This guy with light tower power. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And delivers outside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Runner from third comes across. Back even. It's 3-3.
Tying run on third. He's looking to find a way to bring him home, and he gets it done with an infield single of all things. And that's probably not how he imagined the at-bat played out, but they'll absolutely take it.
Judge stands in here, takes ball one low.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Judge waits. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball two. Ruth, the base runner at first with one out. That's ripped into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. And now it's Mookie Betts.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Just missed. On the ground to the left. And it stays fair. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, number 6.
Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And now it's even up. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And a count 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Couple of singles back to back. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase him a 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Base hit. 1 run in already. The second run scores. 5-3 now.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. On the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Gonzalez gets it to first. They get the out on Muncy. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Josh Palacios. And that misses, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Up next for the Pirates, Key Bryant. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for the
Now a
Dodgers,
right-handed arm out of the
number
bullpen.
15,
Shintaro Fujinami.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Fastball for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab. One away. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. 1 for 3. Squirts away a little bit, and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Tying run at the plate. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. Inside. And now 3-1. Tommy Pham in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Popped up. Kick. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
So now here's the DH. Tommy Pham. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 1 and 2. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's a foul ball.
Man at second. Outside low. And accounts full. Brian Reynolds in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Caleb Ferguson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Will Smith to the plate. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball. That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first, nobody out. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Gets the bunt down the right side. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
And next for L.A., Jackie Robinson. 0 for 3 in this one. Down the line, Palacios. Long run on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reynolds hauls it in, 2 away.
The left fielder, number 3, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth now at the plate. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Aaron Judge would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
There's a strike, and it's 3-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the Dodgers leave 1, and it remains 5-3. We're at the top of the 8th. B-Ray coming to the plate now.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. And he handles it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. Grounds one to short. In the hole, jump throw, not in time. He's safe. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play, and we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell in live action, that's for sure. And, you know, the umpire is so much closer to the play, and he thought he beat the throw, so we'll see.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That's to third. Zips it to first. That ends the frame. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're still down 5-3.
Now
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Joey Wentz. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. That's a little bit low. Wentz, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
up next for the Dodgers,
Mookie Betts. Will make his way to the plate.
Number 25, Tommy Edman.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Hayes over to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Bailey Falter, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Lined, and that's a base hit. And Freddie Freeman with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. This one pops straight up near the plate. Rodriguez under it. And that is that. We go to the 9th, digging in, Andy Rodriguez. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tanner Scott.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Scott, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Tying run at the plate.
Ball.
That one's in there. 2-1 now.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now back, the right fielder,
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Joey Bart.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. For the runner at third, this is who they wanted to play. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Line, and that's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. Back within 1. It's 5-4.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
One down, runner at first. Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. In there for strike 1. And ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-1.
And there's a ball. Slider for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. That should get the dugout going. His second of the year, and now they're out in front. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Back to the top of the order now. Isaiah Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Dodgers,
number
Dustin May.
85.
He's into the game with the bases empty. That's outside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. That takes care of Connor Falefa.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Fan in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing, called strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground to third. And the inning is over. Out. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, David Bednar.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Andrew McCutchen into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Muncy digs in. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 1-run game, bottom 9. Ground ball right side. He gets there on a slide. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
And up to the plate is Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Dalton rushing.
Well, the goal with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th. Dalton rushing with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. But when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. James Outman, the next to hit. Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they rule this one.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And here is Jackie Robinson. Reynolds trying to get there. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
The left fielder, number 3, Babe Ruth.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the left fielder, Babe Ruth.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. And a count 1-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Two on, 2 outs. Misses off the plate. Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. And they tie the game with an infield single.
Huge moment for him and his team, dude. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. David Bednar out of the game.
Now pitching for
The new pitcher in the game, Dennis Santana. Tommy Edman at the plate. Tap foul at the plate. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. On a line, and it's just foul. That was close.
Oh my goodness, a couple of inches the other way, and this game is over. The crowd can't believe it. That was so close.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Center field, McCutchen sizing this one up, squeezes it, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here, and here is Brian Reynolds.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up. Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. The run scores from second, and they've got the lead in extra innings. What a way to get it going. A double to knock home the runner from second.
Yeah, just clearly trading places, and now that guy on second threatening to score more runs. Good clutch hitting to lead off the frame.
Next to bat. That will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. Hammer down the line, could be extra bases. Coming around third is Reynolds. He'll score.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Dustin May.
Now pitching for
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Yusei Kikuchi.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now at the plate, Nick Gonzalez. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Horowitz stands at second with no outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. And now the catcher comes up to him, Andy Rodriguez.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Just missed. That one drilled left field and foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fly ball down the line. Dives and makes the catch. Now a long throw home. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Year in, year out, Mookie Betts has got a chance to win a Gold Glove, even a Platinum Glove. Just another great diving catch right there.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. And he dodges that fastball. And another ball. One out and a runner at second. And here in extra innings. They say you win.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, no. 3-1.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Edman going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next to Pittsburgh, the right fielder, Adam Frazier.
So man aboard. Here's Adam Frazier. And first offering is fouled off. That one in there across the letters. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last chance to even things up. On to the bottom of the 10th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Base hit center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single.
Wastes no time there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And up next for Los Angeles, Hae-Sung Kim. And that's whipped for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Really important at bat coming up now.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2-1.
Hard hit, base hit. Coming home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. 9-8 now.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Dennis Santana gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Colin Holderman gets handed the rock out of the pen. Making a move at first, on to pinch run, Chris Taylor. First and second, no outs. Down the third baseman, Max Muncy. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts.
Yep.
Right through there for a strike. The 0-1. And that is out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Lifted in the air, out to left. Reynolds gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Dalton Rushing. Singled and scored his first time. That misses off the outside edge. Big spot, tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras in 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And the The final here today, 9-8. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.